Hallo und welcome. Willkommen to the 7th Infantry Training Handbook. At the end of this training tutorial, you will learn how to use the 3 base classes as well as Mountaineer. Okay, so 4 classes. Before we do this though, we must understand something very important. Very, very important, okay? We must understand how spawning works, alright? How spawning works. So, as you can see, right? I am able to spawn, I am the defender, I'm able to spawn on the objectives, right? So I won't be able, once they get this bomb made right here, I won't be able to spawn there. Yep. Can't get it anymore. Hopefully he gets that guy. Now I could choose to spawn on either one of my friends right here, maybe, to try to get close. But even if I do that, I might spawn a little bit over here or a little bit over there. If I spawn on Alpha, I might spawn inside. I'm not exactly sure what determines the proximity of the spawn distance. But I'm telling you, as the defender, I have these options, right? The flags, the objectives that are not captured, and my teammates, okay? Now, these guys were probably defending probably somewhere around here, and then somebody got behind them, okay? All that needs to happen is one enemy gets behind you, okay? And then here's what will happen. It's a chain reaction. He comes over here, and then his friend spawns on him, and then the officer spawns on his friend, okay? With that chain reaction, now the whole team can spawn on the officer. So all it takes is one man. Oh, they are suffering just because one man got through, okay? And now they will fight for Alpha. But what I'm trying to display here is that you cannot just hold this frontal area, okay? You must have a layer defense. If even one man gets past the front line, you must start falling back to defend. It does not matter what class you are, okay? And so this is important. What I'm trying to tell you is, it is completely unrealistic to think that you would ever hold all the entire enemy team up front here, alright? Eventually, one of them will get through, and when that happens, they must die. If you can kill them incredibly quickly, that is great, but like I said, right, there are 3, I don't even know how many ways to spawn, but there's a bunch of different ways to spawn, so do not think that just because you have barbed wire in front of you, you are safe, alright? Now, when you actually get here on the ground, right, look at the minimap. Look and see, look, I'm surrounded by enemies, okay, I can see them. And then I can also see my dead friends, alright? My dead friends. Oh, I want to be careful of my dead friends. See, I don't know what killed that guy. I'm not gonna go up there. So, what I'm saying is you must always, always, always be prepared, okay? Always be prepared. Alright, now, the class that is always getting around the enemy, alright, is a Mountaineer. The Mountaineer was created just for this game, and he does many, many things. Many things, okay? We will look at all of his special abilities, okay? Light infantry, this is very good. This is fantastic, alright? This and the canteen are both fantastic. He just runs very fast and very far, okay? With this gun right here, the carbiner, he shoots pretty quick. Oh yeah, this smaller one is actually better. Oh, there's no, oh wow. Oh, there's no bayonet on it? I actually don't know. I don't know why you'd want that. Well, this one's fine. This one's fine. So yeah, as Mountaineer, you want to be very, very fast, okay? You want to be very fast. If you are not very, very fast, the other thing you can do is you can get the periscope like this, okay? Binoculars are okay, but you'll probably get shot using them, is the only problem with them. Flares. Your team should have 2 flare guns on it. No more, no less. 3 flares mean people start trench firing them. 1 flare means there's not enough flares out, okay? So as Mountaineer, you either want to be very quick with light infantry. The flask is great. I love the flask. I used to not like the flask. So you either want to be very fast, or you want to be very stationary and spot for the team. These are the 2 things the Mountaineer does. If you want to improve your team's performance, yes, do these things. Now, there's also Riflemen, and many soldiers might go to this one initially, as I did and others did, okay? Later down the line, you can get ammo box. You need this ammo box. Okay, I must unlock this ammo box. Ammo box is needed to reload the mortars. The most powerful thing the rifleman can do is reload the mortar and then shoot it. He doesn't even have to shoot it per se, but he does have to load it. He's the only one that can do it, okay? So when you see the icon go red, that means that it must be reloaded. It's cool he can get the grenade too, I guess. This one, very good. Ammo carrier, what you do is you get out your shovel and then you make the ammo box, alright? This one is okay, point man's okay. Rifle grenadier is okay. Marksman seems pretty good. Chaplain seems bad. Alright, and you can play around with the weapons that you want, alright? That's Rifleman. So in short, the Rifleman, the best thing he can do is get this box right here and reload the mortars. But there are several paths to take the Rifleman. I think the funnest class is the Engineer, because he gets the pistol. He has a secondary weapon, which is a pistol. So he can shoot with his rifle. Oh, and yeah, or he could just shoot with this one. The Engineer just has a lot of firepower. That is the thing to say. He has a lot of firepower, right? The Engineer should always be building 8 individual barbed wire segments, okay? And he can set these in front of the trenches or in the trenches, however he likes. He must also close the gaps in the wire. Engineers will always keep one hole in the wire for our troops to get through, okay? The battle armor is pretty cool for the Death Company. The battle armor is pretty cool. I like it. It is cool you can get a grenade. Having this and the grenade would seem like a pretty cool combo. Yeah, the German Engineer has the artillery Luger, which is a powerful weapon. A very powerful weapon. It has 32 rounds, which I think is the highest magazine size of any non-machine gun weapon. So, the Engineer really, he does 2 separate things, but he does them at the same time. He has a lot of firepower, and he has a big responsibility, which is making guns, making sandbags, making barbed wire segments. But he also has to shoot the guns, and he also has to shoot his guns. So there's, I guess, 3 things he does. He makes the guns, he shoots them, and he also has his guns. So you kind of have to, it's almost overwhelming. He is almost an overwhelming class to play as, I would say, okay? Because there are just, you are sitting there and you are flushed with possibilities. Eventually, I would say choose 1 or 2. I feel like a team with 5 engineers would be likely to win. I feel like a team with 1 engineer is at risk of losing. Engineers are great for spamming, and there's really no reason not to have as many as we can. Also, with this one, with the wire company, he has to clip the wire, right? He has to clip the wire, and then you go and you lay an explosive dynamite. And that will remove the wire spots, so they cannot replace the wire after that, alright? This is situational. Usually it is good, but you don't want to be setting explosives in the same wire your men are going through. I don't know if it hurts them or not, but it freaks them out because there's a big notice, like there's a grenade or something. I don't think it actually hurts them, but they won't go through. They'll sit there waiting for the explosives to go off. Now, I've once thought that everybody has the same equipment, but no. The Germans and our allies have bad wire clippers. These wire clippers are not good. He has to get very close. Right? The Italians have a benefit. They can hide behind something and clip the wire. Alright? But our wire clippers are not very good. Alright? And everybody has the same wire clippers. Okay? You just have to get right there. Honest, I typically do not even go prone. I just stand and start laying the wire. Okay? So, in short, yeah, the engineer is building, the engineer is shooting, and the engineer is shooting his gun. He really, there's so much here going here. Probably the funnest class with the most potential, I would say. You could do anything with the engineer, and you can do things that the other classes simply cannot do. When I am fighting in prolonged periods, it is the engineer that I think holds the front line. Because I am fighting 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 men, and I cannot reload. So I must continue shooting, right? Because if I reload, that's all it takes for one to beat me. So the engineer is basically a one-man army, I would say, by himself. He must be reserved for the heroes of our game, I think. The engineer or the mountaineer are a fantastic combo, because the mountaineer provides mobility, whereas the engineer provides firepower. And finally, we have the assaultman. The assaultman, I have seen some good success with the trench knife. I feel like he runs faster with it. I don't know. He throws 3 grenades, right? What you want to do with him is you want to have grenadier. Okay, you want to have grenadier, and you want to give him grenade, right? So he throws 3 grenades, right? He throws 3 grenades. And he can keep throwing them and throwing them because he has the box. So the engineer goes to the point, he sets up his box, and then he just keeps tossing the bombs. He does not even need really to assault as much as he just needs to keep throwing, alright? So he has great utility as an attacker because he can possibly kill many, many soldiers, right? He could very possibly kill many soldiers without risking his own life, okay? He has access to many, many weapons, many notorious weapons. You may see machine gun men, artillery Luger, just as the engineer has. Now, I will say that I might be tempted just to use regular Luger. I may be tempted to use regular Luger just because the sight speed is abysmal. Yeah, look at that. 28.28 seconds on the sights. Yeah, he raises it as it takes him as long as it would take him to raise a fucking rifle. Okay, so it's not really even a pistol. It's kind of like an assault. It's like a prototype assault rifle. The pistol, I almost think the pistol's better because it gives you a pistol instead. I have not tried the machine gun, but they seem to be cool. Sight speed 65 seconds, which means you're probably just going to be spraying. So really, in review, right? These are the soldiers we need. We need mountaineers for mobility, okay? And if we get a mountaineer around the enemy team's defenses, we can flank them. Yeah, we can flank them by spawning men in, and you would just. Even though light infantry is the first, it is the first of all of these perks, it is the best, probably. I do not like Sparta. I have not tried, I think I have tried Sniper before. It's pretty cool, I guess. I don't like this one at all. Faster vaulting or climbing speed. Well, to see, I don't like that very much. Maybe it's situational. Vaulting and I don't know what the difference between vaulting and climbing is. Or maybe climbing is the side of the mountain? If that means climbing is the side of the mountain, that could be cool. But I've only seen one side of the mountain. And you know, this observer, right? What you want to do? Fire off your flares, right? Of course. You want to set up your periscope. You want the eyepiece beneath the trench and the ears sticking above the trench, okay? So the eyepiece goes beneath the lip on the ear, and the ears stick over the top. You are like a space alien, and they cannot shoot you, okay? You want to be protected. Even as assaulting, you could be a good observer and just not lose any tickets for your men, okay? So, in review, right? The rifleman, the most important thing he must do is get the ammo box and feed the mortar. That is the most important thing. That is not to be confused with the ammo carrier box, right? Or the ammo crate, I guess. This is the box. And this is the crate. The crate is cool too. You can set it up on the ground with your shovel, and all your teammates will be very happy. Very happy, okay? So he builds the crate, and he has the box, and he supplies the mortars, or he can fire a grenade launcher, or do other things. Engineer has so much firepower. He is unsurpassed in firepower, and we should be maxing him out every time. Assaultman should be going to the point and throwing grenades, I think. That is his ultimate potential. Assaultman should always be building these boxes. Everyone wants the grenade box. Everyone wants the grenade box. And once again, you just take out your shovel. You take out your little shovel right here and you dig it out. Okay, it does take a little bit. You're definitely vulnerable when you're playing around with your ammo box. Okay, canteen's pretty cool. I did not least to like the canteen. It's just good. It just makes your guy a little better. That's really what it does. It just makes your guy better. Yeah. Flank them with the mountaineer. Shoot them with the engineer. Support your team with the rifleman. Or pummels the enemy team with grenades. With the assaultman. You do just fine, soldiers. Welcome to the 7th Infantry. If you are wanting to fight for something greater, if you are wanting to carry over your experience between battles with Kameraden, we are here for you. We will help you. We will show you the ropes. We will give you a team. We will make you heroes. I promise we will make you heroes.